5 days before Coloradans decide who they want their presidential nominees to be, Republican candidates Mitt Romney and Ron Paul both made campaign stops in Denver. Romney, the former Massachusetts governor, spoke to a crowd of more than 1,000 at a jam-packed Denver car dealership this afternoon. Texas Congressman Paul spoke to roughly 1,600 people at the Colorado Convention Center tonight. 9 News reporter Adam Schrager joins us now. And Adam, both men seem to feel that this state is a very important one as far as their efforts to secure the Republican nomination.
They do, and in fact, it's a key state, in fact, for both of them as they try and blunt Arizona Senator John McCain, who is leading right now in this race. Colorado has 46 Republican delegates at stake on Tuesday. Not a lot compared with states like California, New York, and New Jersey, but it's imperative for both candidates, as we mentioned, as they seek to topple the frontrunner, Senator McCain. Both answered 9 News viewer questions and sounded familiar themes to their supporters. Former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney chose to hold his rally at a Denver dealership to highlight his economic experience building companies and rescuing the Salt Lake City Olympic Games.
I also know that you have to understand how jobs come to an area and how they're lost in order to really understand how our economy works. And I want to use that experience to help rebuild our economy, particularly at a time like right now where it's kind of fragile and we could go either way.
Romney is pushing a middle-class tax cut to encourage savings, and he stresses to crowds that he's the only candidate left who's expanded health care access to citizens without expanding government control.
I want people to have good health care. I found a way to get every citizen in our state health care, and that's something we did without having to raise taxes, without having government take over health care.
The Republican who's raised the most money in the race is Texas Congressman Ron Paul. His passionate supporters appreciate a no-nonsense candidate who will even oppose the president's latest economic stimulus package, the tax rebate, on principle.
We have no money in the bank, and they're not going to tax because you can't tax anymore. Borrowing is getting difficult because you have to borrow from China, so they will print the money. They'll go to the Federal Reserve, they'll send them treasury bills, they'll print the money, which is doing exactly the opposite. That devalues the currency, and that's our problem.
Paul promotes a foreign policy with little intervention and is the only Republican to openly denounce the war in Iraq.
If we went in for the wrong reason, it's not going well, costing us a lot of money we don't have. It's now hurting us financially here at home. To me, the only answer is come home as soon as possible.
Now, while Romney and Paul are the only Republican candidates currently advertising in the state, Senator John McCain's supporters will be calling voters all weekend. He has also agreed to answer viewer questions for your show this upcoming Tuesday morning. Neither McCain nor former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee are expected in Colorado, Bob, before Tuesday's caucus.
All right, get your questions in at yourshow.com and 9news.com, and look forward to see you on Tuesday.
You bet. Thank you.
Democratic presidential candidate Senator Hillary Clinton says she's the best candidate suited to solve the country's problems in Iraq and with health care. She exclusively answered questions from 9 News viewers this morning by satellite in Los Angeles.
If you're one of the many millions uninsured and millions more who have insurance, but it doesn't cover your pre-existing condition like diabetes or cancer or a heart condition, then I'm going to open up the congressional plan to you.
Clinton's Democratic rival for the nomination, Senator Barack Obama, is being endorsed by the anti-war group MoveOn.org. Today, Obama made a campaign stop in New Mexico. At a rally in Albuquerque, he talked with voters mainly about the economy. The Illinois senator has also won the support of one of California's largest labor unions. Senator John McCain campaigned in Illinois and Missouri today. McCain announced during a rally that former presidential candidate Steve Forbes is endorsing his candidacy. He's also won the support of 2 former governors from Mitt Romney's home state of Massachusetts. McCain plans to visit there on Monday. Mike Huckabee is also on the campaign trail. He addressed supporters in Arkansas, where he served as governor. Huckabee spoke at rallies in 2 cities, where he primarily talked about the economy. Arkansas is one of 24 states that will hold nominating contests on Super Tuesday. The presidential election and the Colorado caucus are topics of a special 1-hour edition of your show. Hillary Clinton, Mitt Romney, and Ron Paul answer your questions this Sunday morning at 10 a.m. on My 20 Comcast Channel 3.